Morning, how you doing? Yeah, welcome to a workout. And I'm going to do the bonomo chest expander workout. Yeah, I bought this book at the advisory of one of my YouTube followers. Best advice ever took, yeah, bonomo. This book is awesome. I've actually done lesson 1 before in the past, so I'm going to move on to lesson 2 for today's chest expander session. It's quite interesting. It's got an exercise on here for some reason that I never thought to do with a chest expander. Don't know why I never thought of it, but it's shoulder shrugs. Let's take these glasses off. Right, off we go. So these shoulder shrugs, arms slightly bent according to the book. Yeah, I put my shoulders back when I do shoulder shrugs and try and touch the ear with the shoulder. Yeah. 8. Swap sides. Felt a little bit like that, so for my next set, I'm going to put quite a few springs on and see what it feels like. 8. So what happened there was, I kept the shoulder hunched up when I first started, but then I realised to let it completely relax. Felt a lot better. So I'm going to try with a few springs now. So bend the arm slightly. Yep, relax the shoulder and up. 12 better, yeah. That felt better with that weight. Just take a little bit of getting used to. What you've got to try and do is contract the muscle, yeah, before you actually pull on the springs. And then you've got to try and keep this elbow in the same position, yeah. Yeah, I start to feel that then. This is a damaged shoulder, so it doesn't really work properly. So it's really hard to get those muscles engaged, whereas this shoulder's okay, so I feel it pretty quick. Ah. 8. Yeah, feels really good on that shoulder. Right at the back, in the traps, yeah. Those little muscles at the top, yeah. Feels really good. This one not so good, because it's not like a stable shoulder, so it really didn't work properly, but I do the best I can with it. So this next exercise is supposed to be done on a flat bench, but I don't have one, so I'm going to use my chair, yeah. So it says lie down horizontally. Now, repeat 12 times, it says here, and build up to 18. So, it goes like this. It's basically the front pull, but laid down, yeah. But the good thing about having it on the bench, you can extend it that little bit further. So let's see how it looks, yeah. Ignore this, I'm working on it. In the wrong direction at the moment, but I am working on it. Right, let's go. And off we go, yeah. So we start there, breathe in, and overextend. Ay, ay, ay. Right guys, so I've been doing a bit of reading on this Joe Bonomo, yeah? And I don't think you have to do 3 sets. I think it's a run through where you do all the thing, because there's no mention of reps. Sorry, there's no mention of sets. So I think it's a run through. And what it does say as well, here somewhere, it says, in 2 to 3 weeks, you should be able to start on your training on session 2. So this is moving on from session 1. So basically, it says do 1 session, yeah, for at least 2 to 3 weeks. So you're supposed to start on lessons 1 and do it Monday to Saturday. And then you're supposed to start on lessons 2. So I'm still going to do what I'm doing now, just to show you. But next week, starting Monday, I'm going to start this, yeah, and I'm only going to do this and see what actually happens on the Joe Bonomo course, yeah. So it's chest expanded all the way, chest expanded all the way. So let's do another set. You're not supposed to do a run through, but never mind. Let's just do it. Let's see what happens, right? Be aware when you're coming this way to physically tense your chest. Tense your back, tense your chest. Ooh. Right, last set. Ooh. Yeah, if you physically tense your chest on way back and make that force worse, it really gets you there and there, yeah. And it gets you right at back at shoulders in those little weak parts there, all your middle back. Oh, it's a cracker, absolute cracker of an exercise that, yeah. And it really far beats that one, yeah. It just, I don't know what it is, because you're on a bench, it just makes it feel like a bench press somehow. And it just makes you feel more in control of those muscles. I love that one. So this next exercise doesn't really need an introduction, it's curls. I'm going to start with my weak side, yeah. I haven't got much weight on there, it's 15 pounds each side, so that's 30 pound, yep. Set the shoulders on the weak shoulder, I don't want it to droop down or out, and off we go. Eight. You can build up to 12s on these. Once it gets easy, you can build up, or you can change springs, whatever. 8. I might as well just swap arms because that's had a decent rest now, yeah. You'll notice this elbow comes out. That's because I've got no supraspinatus. I can't control that. The muscle that does that has gone, so it will kick out. Can't help it. One other thing that I forgot to mention, people, while you're doing this workout, yeah, always tense the legs as if you stood to attention. Tense them, yeah, because then you're getting a leg workout at the same time throughout that set, yeah. It might not feel like you are, but you'll feel it in the morning. So tense this, tense these, squeeze this fat thing here, and then off we go. Swap arms, last set. Squeeze. Now another thing as well, your body's lazy. It'll try and find the shortest route down. So if you allow it to, it'll kind of come down like this. Extend your arms out slightly, and it's the longest way, and it works more muscle. So extend them out slightly, and it works more muscle, yeah. Elbows forward. It's not like with a bar where if you put your elbows back and slide down body, it hurts even more. You haven't got a bar and you've got a spring. So if you make your levers further away, it does this bottom part of your bicep as well, yeah. You'll sort of get what I mean. If you find yourself kind of hunching, curling like this, yeah, it'll get this part. If you put your levers out, it'll get bottom part, yeah. So I put levers out and it gets the whole bicep then, yeah. So now we've got the shoulder press. So I'm going to do weak arm first. Spin round, pull, one hand behind, tense the tricep, yeah, off we go. Eight, yep, and you can build up to 12 reps on this. Ooh. Shoulders are quite pumped already, to be fair. So twist it. Pull down. Tense the tricep. Right, one thing you'll notice, yeah, you're actually meant to put your arm behind, yeah, but this bad shoulder, it really, really hurts. So what I do, I help this side out by tucking it into there, and then I can concentrate more on that rather than this hurting, yeah. So if you've got bad shoulders like me, yeah, you're not very flexible like I'm not now, rest it there, and squeeze it tight there, yeah, not there, because you'll crunch everything in. Right, set 2 weak arm first. Like I say, in the book, it's not sets, it's just one round of everything, yeah. which I'm going to try next week. I'm going to start that and do 1 round of everything just to see how it works. Weak arm first. So, because of my dodgy shoulders, I'm going to lock in there, not at the back. Eight. Bring this hand down. Swap sides. And another thing to note as well, in his book, he doesn't use springs. It's rubber bands on like a chest expander. Eight. Just a quick note on what's on these springs, yeah, they're 20 each, £20 each, that's £40 that, yeah. So, we can first. Eight. Eight. One thing I'll point out when you're doing shoulder press with the springs rather than with a dumbbell, yeah. A dumbbell tends to work these muscles, yeah. The ones that you can see. The springs work from inside out. They're pulling you back, they're pulling you down. The muscles that are responsible for the starting position are fired up throughout the movement, so they become tired really, really quickly. And that's your rotator cuff muscles, the really tiny ones inside, yeah. And these are the ones that you want to keep safe. So if you train in the gym and you do the dumbbells, yeah, just remember that you're training the big muscles you can see, not the little muscles inside. So if you want to keep them strong and healthy, yeah, rather than just have strong knees, you want strong inners. So get onto these, yeah, they work the insides as well. Right, so the next exercise is downward pulls, yeah, towards the back of the head. So these are sets of 8 and you have to build up to sets of 16 in the future, yeah. So off we go, yeah. If you let it rest on the shoulders there, you get that extra pinch. Yep. You also get it at the top of your chest for some reason, but you definitely get that pinch in your back. And you get some lat activation as well. Right, set 2. Right, last one. What do I do with the neck at the end? Lift the neck up, and it tenses the neck as well against the chain, spring, whatever you want to call it. Just an extra muscle train there, yeah? Right people, this next exercise here is really, really difficult for me to do. So I've got to have a red band. I can't use the springs, I've got no strength in this side. Now the reason being is, the start movement for this exercise here is supraspinatus. Yep, and I haven't got one. So it's very difficult to do for me. Yeah, other muscles have to do that job for me. So it's lift up and out to there. And then as you do that, go on your toes, yeah? Now, start off with 12 reps, build up to 24. Wow, that really, really does get shoulders. And I tell you what I've realised as well, it is a run through this workout. You're not supposed to do 3 sets, it's a run through, yeah? And I get that now, so in future I'm going to do it as a run through, yeah? No more sets on this, because I can feel it, yeah? So now we move on to wrist curls, yeah? So we hold the wrist steady and we just curl like so. Ah, 16, wow, that hurts. That really, really hurts. This is going to be difficult for me, it's the weak shoulder, and it connects to everything. Burnout. Ooh. Right, so remember earlier I told you that Joe Bonomo's chest expander were rubber bands, yeah? This next exercise I believe can't be done with springs, yeah? Because it traps your hair, traps your neck, your skin, so it needs to be done with a band, yeah? So basically, put the band at the back of the head, at the bottom, kind of trap it, and then as you push up, push back with the head, and as you come down, go normal, yeah? That's a good little neck trainer, that, yeah. But don't forget, we have to train the front as well if we're going to be training the back. So that's it, Joe Bonomo session 2. Starting Monday, I'm going to do session 1. I'm going to do session 1 for about 2 weeks, yeah. Moving up in numbers. Then when I reach the top numbers, then I'm going to move up in springs, yeah. I'm going to get the most out of this course that I possibly can, yeah. I've been reading it for a while and I've been thinking one day I'm going to do the Joe Bonomo course. And Monday is the day, yeah. If I turn up, because I've been like that with training for obvious reasons, yeah. But I keep trying to get back into some kind of normality. And I will get there, yeah, I will get there. And if you, like me, have hit difficult times, yeah, or you're just setting out and you want to train but you can't get the motivation, yeah, just keep coming, keep turning up every day that you can, yeah, and eventually you will build up those habits where you're training every day, yeah. It takes time, people, it takes time, but don't lose hope, don't lose heart, keep training.